What's going on, everybody? Stock Jock here, up $15,529 in the first hour of trading today. I'd say about a third of that came from a swing trade. I closed out. The rest of it was day trading. It's 12 o'clock. Specifically, it is 12:18 at night. Very tired. I'm trying to get through this. It's going to be a little different than normal because, as you can see, my order status for the day has already been reset by E-Trades because it's so late. But I think we can still get through it. I still have the live trades recorded, and there's not too many of them, so we'll get right into it. As always, I have a free streaming chat room that I am in every day from 9:30 to 4 o'clock, trading, answering questions, helping new traders out. Experienced traders are there as well, throwing out their trade ideas. It's a really good community. Link for that Twitch stream is down below, as well as a free Discord with over 3,000 members in it right now. Again, free. It's one of the only large chat room services, whatever you want to call it, that is on the interwebs that is free. We are genuinely here to help people change their financial future. We are not financial advisors. We know how to trade, and that's it. We want to teach what we know to people that want to learn. It's completely free. We don't make you pay anything. People do tip from time to time, so to speak, and we're very appreciative of that. But it is completely free to you if you choose. And it's a great community. It really is. A lot of helpful people in there. We have traders that have been trading for 10 plus years, and we have traders that are just starting out, and they all get along. It's all very helpful. There's no dumb questions. It's a really great place to learn if you're new, and it's a really good place to throw trade ideas out if you're experienced. So all are welcome. Link for those two are in the description down below. So let's get into the trades. So the first trade, and again, I don't have my time in sales, my order status, I should say, live here. So you'll have to see it when I run the live clip, and I'm kind of going to guesstimate what I remember as I'm making this trade. So this first trade, well, the first trade I made was I sold some of my PLTR swing that I've been playing in. PLTR, they have an they call it a Palantir demo day. I think it's tomorrow, and I've had these calls since Friday. And it's just a swing trade into that event. I had 50 contracts. I'm down to 10 now. I've been scaling out. So the first thing I did was I sold 15 of those this morning for about an $8,000 win. So then I switched it to Tesla, and the reason why is Tesla has been on a breakout potential for about 2 weeks here. If you look at the daily chart, make sure my giant head's out of the way. All right. So it's been consolidating here with a descending resistance line for about 2 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so about two weeks. And today was the breakout day. You had this 9 EMA starting to squeeze this area. Today was the breakout day to new all-time highs, $900. Nice, big psychological level of resistance. And that's where we hit today. So it started to break out, and I know I wanted to play it. The problem is, and you'll see it when I run the live clip, and it was across all platforms today. I don't know what exchange it was messed up on, but quotes were coming in really weird. You'll watch these candlesticks look perfectly normal, but when I watch it live, you'll see the candlesticks move, and then all of a sudden a big drop, and then it'll come right back, and then a big drop, and then come right back. It's like some order was being delayed, so something that might have been getting filled back here was showing that it was getting filled here. So the price action was up here, bid in the ask, and all of a sudden, boom, you get a fill at 855. Then the price action come right back to 863, then boom, 855 again. It was really hard to trade this morning. Nonetheless, I wanted to give it a go because I didn't really want to miss this opportunity. I thought it had great potential, and it did. So out of the gates here, we had this pop, we had pullback, and candle over candle, what I was looking for. I tried it right here because it looked like it was going to go, and it did not, so I stopped out. And then I got back in when it finally did the 1 minute candle over candle, and it was really slow to go, which normally is a bad thing, because normally these pop, pullback, candle over candles, you want that candle over candle to take off, challenge high the run instantly. Tesla's a little different, and I only know that from just trading it for months on end. Sometimes when it goes candle over candle, it takes a little while and then it rips. So I gave it a little time the second entry. So again, I tried it right here. It didn't go, so I stopped out. I think that was like a $1,300 loser. Then I got back in here. I took 20 contracts, finally got the candle over candle, and you can kind of see candle over candle here really didn't do anything. It just kind of stuck there, and then it started grinding. You'll see when I run it live. I know the candlesticks don't really show the grind, but then we did break high of the run, and it started to take off. So when I got the initial move here, I sold, I think, 10 of the contracts that I had for a nice win. And then I just kind of scaled out as it was moving on up. I sold another 5 through here. We had another 1 minute play. Let's see. I know I sold 10, sold 5, sold 3, I believe, and then I sold the final 2 when we got up around 900. I did it. As I said, let's see. I sold 10, sold 5, sold 3, and then I sold 1. And I sold 1 when we got near 100. So it was almost 100% gainer on my last sales, but it was only 1 contract. And it was a really nice win. I was able to maximize this whole move. And that's one question I get a lot is, how do you know when to sell? Easy answer, you don't. Plain and simple. You don't know when to sell. You don't know when the top is going to be in. Don't know where this thing might slow down at. That's why I scale out. You'll see me that quite a bit when I take my day trades. If I take any kind of size, I'll make buy all at one time, but as I'm exiting, I will exit over the course of the move. So normally I will sell half my position as soon as I, like for instance, on this pop pullback candle over candle, here's my pop, pullback, candle over candle entry right here. High of the run right here. Once I break that high of the run, I sell half usually, lock in the profit. And then that allows me to play around with the other half of my position. In this case, it's 10 contracts. Gets another huge rip, I'm taking 5 off, 5 more contracts. So I got 5 contracts left. Got another move up. Again, you'll see when I run it. This is a very long trade. It was probably like 20 minutes long from start to finish, and I did cut it up, so it will bounce around when you see it live. But yeah, you just don't know. You can see maybe horizontal resistance levels, maybe here on the daily chart. There was none because we were breaking 52-week highs, all-time highs really. So at this point, it was like 900 is a nice big psychological level that it probably is going to get to and probably pull back from. And that's exactly what happened. We got up to 900 and it sold off pretty hard from there until later on the day it got going again. So the answer is you really don't know. You can look at your oscillators to give you an idea. You can look at resistance levels from charts to give you an idea of maybe where it would slow down at, but you don't really know. So it's important to, I saw a lot of people trading GME today, and this is a stock that went from basically $90 to 160, and a lot of people wrote it up and they wrote it all the way down because they just didn't know when to sell. The thing is you don't know where this is going to go. That means you have to scale out. That's it. You will never hit the entire run. You will never hit the tippy top part of the run and sell at the exact top. You will never do it. Especially on these insane moves like this, you want to be able to take your profit before you end up in this getting absolutely wrecked. So you just have to know that you'll never get the entire part of a run. You need to take your profit. If it keeps going after you get out, so what? You're green, that's the goal. There will always be stupid movers like GME. Always. Always, always, always. Every year I've seen some stock go from $2 to $100 in one day. Every year I've been trading. It's insane. Now, it doesn't happen often, that kind of insane move, but they happen. This GME kind of nonsense that we've seen, it'll happen again with something else. Absolutely, 100%. You can't, if you're up a crap ton on a stock, you have to know when to start selling, because you haven't made a dime until you start hitting that sell button. And there's a lot of people now that are stuck in this because they wanted it to go to 200 and 250, and they get a good sign is, are you euphoric? Are you feeling that internal like, yes, I did it, I finally did it, I can't lose? you have that feeling, you probably need to sell. Because usually after that is when the collapse happens on these stocks. So anyway, let's run the clip on Tesla. 62 at the bottom. So it's bouncing off the 9. That felt lower. So 64.30. Nope, couldn't break 64. Oh. See, I don't know if it's actually a candle over candle. I need to stop trading this. I don't know what these true numbers are. I think that's real. That's the 1 minute play. It needs to go. There we go. 66.80. $30, $40, $42.60. It's $3.70. $90. There we go. Selling half. All right, I'm not going to be able to trade this anymore if candlesticks are this messed up. And I can trade the top side. I cannot trade the bottom side. Does anyone know exchange that is having the issue? Thank you for the follow. Big pop here.
One of us, will gobble one of us. We accept that one of us, will gobble one of us.
What's the all-time high? 84.84. All right, I'm selling 3 more of my 5 contracts I have left. I got 2 left. And this doesn't even update. What the heck is going on? There we go. So 1 more contract. At 41. Jeez. What was my cost base on this? 22. Almost 100%. All right, selling the other contract. So at this point in the morning, GME had been kind of going, I mean, it was down from the open, but not like, this stock that gapped up like $25, something like that. Insane move, and it didn't really sell off. It kind of dropped and then it kind of went sideways. I was looking for every opportunity for this thing to maybe start ripping here, and I can't remember how I drew this. I'm gonna try to figure it out here on the fly. Now, That must have been it right there, from this peak to this peak. So I was kind of looking at it like this, looking for some sort of reversal, early profit taking. The kind of sign that a pop was coming on this thing was the fact that we halted on the way down, bounced up, came back down, broke low a day here, and it didn't sell off. I mean, it dropped $1 or so, but it certainly didn't continue a huge move down. So I'm like, okay, maybe the bottom's in. And maybe if we get a break of this diagonal, we'll get a pop or reversal, and we'll go to the freaking moon. So I got the pop I was looking for. Here's the break of that diagonal coming up. You'll see it. Boom, right there, right? So as this was breaking, I hit the buy button. When you see me get filled live, you're like, well, he's getting filled really late. It was so laggy today. I hit the buy button as soon as this looked like it was going, and I got filled as it was up here. It was insane. I mean, it was options, so whatever. But like, I hit the buy button as soon as this diagonal broke. I literally hit it, but I don't get filled for like 5-6 seconds later, and the price has already moved $4 at that point. So anyway, I took it long. It started to come back down. I sold half, and then I sold the rest on this candle as we were breaking back underneath this. And this is a huge, ugly candle here. And I'm honestly shocked that, as you can see, GME recovered easily and then went to 160 today, which is insane. I'm shocked that this thing was able to recover that move. I mean, you got the breakout, it failed the breakout, you went candle under candle, you broke low a day. This is usually an absolute bull trap and then just dumpster fire. And the fact that this thing was able to rebound, regain this diagonal, break something like this now, this diagonal, and then go on an insane run, super impressive. I didn't make money on it. I went long for this diagonal break, stopped out on the way down. It was a loss for me. I would make the same trade if I had to do it all over again, because that is my stop loss and I got to stick to my rules. Was there an entry somewhere else? Maybe. I wasn't looking at it though, but it's the one that got away. All right, well, there's the break. What a horrible fill I got. Let's see what happens. Look how delayed E-Trade's options are. Holy crap. I'm gonna sell 10. Hit the sell button. No idea when we fill that. Okay. Jeez, it's slow. And we'll see if this is a reversal or not. We'll see if this can continue or not. Woo! Oh my gosh. Well, that was an overall loss, I think. Yeah. So the last trade here was on Fubo. This one was called out in chat. The chart looked a lot better than it does here. Maybe I'll draw. Yeah. Kind of, now that I'm looking at it, it kind of does. It did have a nice descending resistance line. And yeah, I guess I drew it right when I drew it live. This is kind of what I was looking at. Kind of a descending resistance line. Maybe also at the same time it would be a 5-minute play. Let's see here. Yeah, kind of like a B, C, and then possibly D move here on the 5-minute, continuing this upward trend. So, and Fubo is one of those Wall Street bet stocks, huge short interest. This is like 50% short interest on this stock. You know, a lot of potential here at this time of the day. GME has absolutely gone insane. So anything Wall Street bets is pushing has been doing well. So I got the break to the top side that I was looking for, and I really needed to break a horizontal as well. A lot of times when you get these these pattern breaks, it needs to confirm the move by starting to make higher highs, or in this case, breaking horizontals, any of these levels of previous resistance, like lower high. Let's see, you know, here's a high, lower high, lower high, lower high. So it needs to start breaking this to give us our uptrend again. When you break these, it kind of confirms the breakout. You get a lot of pops every time you break one of these horizontals, and you just didn't get that. You got the breakout of the wedge, but it didn't break the first horizontal line. So I went long, got the entry, got the breakout, I got the move out of this wedge that I was looking for. Couldn't break this 43.85, this first horizontal. Stop loss is candle under candle at this point. Oops. So my stop is right here. First time we go candle under candle after I enter, I have to respect it, especially since we got the breakout. It didn't do anything. A lot of times the absolute reversal happens if you get a false break. In this case, completely dumpster fired. So that's why it's so important to stop out, even though you think, and I called this one out in chat, like I told the guy, I hope you play it. It looks really good. And it did. It just, you never know what these things are going to do. So you have to have a set of rules. In my case, when I go long, my absolute stop loss on a 1-minute chart is the next candle under candle. That is the absolute stop loss. I sometimes stop out earlier if I see something that I don't like. But in this case, you know, if I'm going long for this diagonal break, I'm in it. My absolute stop loss is going to be the first candle under candle right there. I don't care if it breaks it, bounces, and comes right back up. I can go long again. But a lot of times, if I get the breakout of a formation or a descending resistance line in this case, doesn't move, doesn't go anywhere, and it starts to reverse, especially if it goes candle under candle, the opposite effect happens, and you can kind of see that here. I mean, that's a freaking $43 to $36 drop. It's huge. $7 drop there. So you got to respect your stop losses. So something that turned into a small loss could have been a huge loss had I just decided to hold. So that was the last trade of the day. It finished me at $15,529. Obviously, I finished the day $26,506, so a huge day. And I've got some swings left going into tomorrow. These look really good as already. So very happy with the way January is going. Again, you can join us for free. Invite your friends. Invite everybody. It's free. Link for the all my links are down in the description down below. Check them all out. All right, I will see you guys in the next video. Fubo. Oh yeah, great call. I hope you play it because that is nice to the top side anyway. Bottom side, it's there. Maybe a little support right here as well. What is this, 79? Needs to break 85 now. Ooh, false break. AMC gonna be on CNBC. 5-minute plays 85. That 85 level needs to go. Should have done it right there. Is this Fubo? Holy freaking. That crap scares me, man. So I've got to let it go. Got the candle under candle. Jeez. Well, first hour in the bag, $15,529. Most of that's from the swing trade, but the rest was off of that Tesla trade. Not a lot of trading this morning.